the sun is high, we're feeling good. In Miami where the spirit's understood. With Bobby FinStanza leading the crew, we're gonna show you what these Dolphins do. Fans up high, the crowds roaring loud. In the city with the blue and aqua proud. FinStanza's here with the play-by-play. We're getting ready, it's game day. Are you ready for some football? Miami Dolphins standing tall. Are you ready for some football? Showtime at the Hard Rock, y'all. From the tailgate to the field of green, with the best fans you ever seen. Bobby's got the scoop, hot off the press. In Miami we roar to impress. Play your stats and pregame chat.
Good morning, Dolphin fans. Welcome to the FinStanza Network's pregame show. I'm one of your co-hosts, FinStanza. Bobby Finstock mentioned last week that he couldn't be with us because he's going to see his brother Nick in Indianapolis, who's an Elvis impersonator, which I think is super cool. Sammy not telling us why he's not here today, but I actually have two more intelligent, analytical people, two more beautiful people to join us today who I love hanging out with and talking to. First is my co-host of FinStalk Overtime and a bunch of other shows that he cheats on me. He goes on with Real Talk FinStalk. He goes on Fins TV. We don't do shows together anymore. It's kind of weird. We have to get caught up. Greg, how are you, buddy? And also on FinStalk TV Plus and a bunch of stuff with Fins TV. Eddie, Fast Eddie, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are
We're doing great, guys. Guys, love Sundays. It's the best time to be around. Miami Dolphins head into Carolina today to face the much maligned Carolina Panthers, who are actually in a pretty worse situation than we are. So we're going to get to that. But guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check us up on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you can find us. And reminder, the show is brought to you by Caneswear. Go check them out. They're on University Drive in Davie, Florida. You can also check them out online. Good win for the Miami Hurricanes because we also support the U. But as I was talking to Eddie before we came on and with Greg, it's kind of like maybe they share an office, Mario Cristobal and Mike McDaniel, because clock management, game management, it's the only advantage is that the Hurricanes are 5-0. The Dolphins are 1-3. But man, oh man, those two coaches have a lot in common, eh? Eddie?
Absolutely. This is the most talented Hurricane roster I've seen in a long time. That front four is, I think they're all going to get drafted, and Bain might go 1 overall. He's better than all the quarterbacks out there. But at the end of a game, it scares me every time they play because he just lets the team right back into it.
Yeah. It's almost like you had that moment of it's almost like he has PTSD rewards, like he just can't ice in a game. He just can't go with the simple play, take the field goal, and you make it a 2-score game. Instead, you shoot yourself in the foot and you give them a chance to win. It would have been, can you just imagine? But by the way, it actually would have benefited the Dolphins, Greg. Had the Hurricanes blown that lead, the Dolphins would be like an afterthought in football in Florida, in South Florida today.
Oh no, absolutely. If they had blown that lead, we wouldn't even be talking about Dolphins up until kickoff right now. That would be a national thing going on.
Yeah. Can you imagine Michael Irvin? Michael Irvin, who literally, when they're winning, literally looks like the heart is beating out of his chest. Can you imagine if they lost yesterday? He might have had a heart attack, like literally right then and there. Like we might have had an announcement. Bad news, Michael Irvin. Like it's like honestly, like because he goes just as crazy as everybody else. But no, a learning lesson.
And one of the things I want to say about last night's telecast, I hadn't done this before, but the alternate telecast of that game, where they're basically on the sideline describing what they're seeing on the sideline, and they had ex-players coming on talking about it. That was awesome. Like you said, I might be late to the game on this, but that was fun.
Yeah, where do they post that? If you don't mind, where do they do the alternate?
It was an ESPN feed last night.
Okay, that's cool.
I think it was ESPN 3 thing.
It was something like that, but I just kind of stumbled across it, and I was like, "Hey, this is better than listening to the regular announcers." I was like, "This is pretty cool."
Yeah. Sam, if you're available later, you can also jump on the post-game show. I don't know. You haven't told me the cryptic reason why you haven't joined us on the pregame show. So.
Yeah, how can he join us here but couldn't be on the show?
Exactly, like very selective. Maybe he was tired of me. I don't know. So, guys, the 1-3 Miami Dolphins head into Carolina to face Carolina Panthers. And one thing I will say right off the bat, even with all the negativity that has surrounded this team so far, from the signs above the stadium, how negative some of us have been, including myself, the expectations are very low, the disappointment of what's happened. We did pick up our first win last week. The Dolphins travel. Like, Dolphin fans travel. So as much as people say, oh, Stephen Ross, you need to turn off, like, people have to show them, don't buy merchandise, don't show up to games. Like, there's a huge, I know it's not that far. Greg, it'd be a puddle jump for you and Eddie to go to Carolina. But like, the amount of fans that are posting that they're at the game today, I think there'll be a huge contingent of Miami Dolphin fans at the Panthers game today. So what do you feel about that? Like, it's funny how, like, we're 1-3, but the team, I guess, after that victory on Monday Night Football, where I believe the Jets, and you haven't given that feedback yet, so I would like both of you to also recount that. Even after that win, which to me wasn't very impressive, because Greg, as you like to say, scoring that many points in the way that they were playing, and after Tyreek got injured, didn't really show a phenomenal effort by the Miami Dolphins overall. What do you feel about the fact that they win, and now all of a sudden people have that sense of positivity? So I'd like both of you just to recap that game, as well as the feeling that Miami Dolphin fans are now having. Oh, easy victory again today. So I'd like you guys just to give your feedback on that. Greg, you can go first.
Well, yeah. There's an old saying in football that, more teams lose games than win games, meaning that your opponent is going to give you chances to win games. And that was basically the Jets. All right. Miami won by 6, yet they won the turnover battle 3-0. The Jets had a critical red zone turnover, just about ready to score. And I think the Jets committed, 13 penalties?
For over 101 yards.
Yeah. Look, Miami did not play great. I don't think they played very well at all, to be honest with you. It was one bad team beating a bad team because one team was worse. And the offense kind of just stagnated after the Tyreek injury as well. So I still don't think the Miami Dolphins are very good. I don't think that they're given to win any game in this league. And now they're going to go on the road and, play another bad team. We'll see what happens. But that bad team can be kind of scary. So we'll see what happens. There's
He just hacked himself in. Look at this. He just hacked himself in.
I will not allow any banter against me. So.
He literally crashed. He pulled the FinStanza on all of us. Like, he literally just crashed the show in the middle of a sentence.
I just crashed the show to say that I'm not going to allow any banter or anything. There's respect against me.
Sammy, where are you?
I'm in location. I'm something with work, but I was watching this show. And I'm not being selective. I will be there. But I wanna say hi to Eddie for filling in for me and say good morning to you guys. And just say that I'm hoping for a win today. I know people want to tank. I know everything, but I'm gonna be pulling for a win. So I hope we win today.
I hope we win too.
So I gotta go. I just have to defend myself, guys.
Take care.
Okay.
That made my day.
Bye.
So before we were rudely interrupted